Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we have a reading for you about a message or a conversation you will receive or you will have in the near future. And it looks like it's somebody who is very excited to share some news with you. They may want to tell you that they got a new job, they may want to tell you that they have a new place. They might want to tell you that they want to live with you. There's something here that I feel is going to either make you very proud of somebody that you care about or make you excited because it impacts your life as well. Hello there, April. How are you? Hello, Peggy. Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. Oh, or a lot. Excuse me. I hope your ears are okay. What's up, Tease? Hello, Jane Doe. Hello, Jess. That's awesome. Hello, Teresa. Hello, Ruben. Hello, Miriam. How we doing? Happy Friday. Today we're going for third time's a charm. I also have exciting news for you guys. I just recorded my very first longer than 60-second short. And my initial idea is I will probably continue to do a lot of them as a 60-second format. But what I want to do is rotate through air signs, water signs, fire signs, earth signs, and rinse repeat. So I just recorded a 3-minute, well, it's really, I think it's maybe like 2 minutes and 10 seconds, but I recorded a longer short that will have air sign mini readings, right? Aquarius, Gemini, Libra in one. So that's going to be my approach as far as like a little bit of a shift for the shorts that I post. So hopefully you guys like that, but feel free to let me know what you think. Hello, Flora. How we doing? Peggy, that's awesome. Hello, Michael. How are you? The day's been good. It's not quite as cold as it was yesterday, so that's nice. But I might have a contact in backwards. So if I like do this, you guys know why, okay? All right, we're going to start with the tattoo tarot. Let's see what else we have for you about this conversation. I just heard in my head, 1 ringy dingy, 2 ringy dingy. That might be important for somebody in particular. All right, what else do we have? All right. We've got the 6 of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the 3 of Wands in the reverse. So it looks to me like we have somebody that they've been able to work some magic. I feel like this is somebody who either landed a great job or was able to maybe even sell some things at a profit. This is somebody who I think didn't expect to make things work out this well. It's kind of like I'm pretty proud of myself, you know? I turned it around, I made it work. Maybe it's even a sense of I didn't think I'd be able to fix this as quickly as I did. With the 3 of Wands, it's not so much that they didn't take any action. It's that somebody feels like they're in a better position than they thought they would be in. Got the 3 of Cups. King of Swords in the reverse. And the 8 of Wands. So this is somebody who is, I think, deciding they don't want to send a message. They don't want to like make a phone call. This is somebody who wants to see you in person. I'm very focused on the coffee cups. So especially if you are a big coffee drinker or hey, maybe you like beer, this person is like zeroed in on, I'm either going to run into them when they're doing this or I'm going to invite them out to do that. But I do feel like they have a preference for an in-person conversation. Maybe they want to see your reaction. Maybe it's just been a long time since they've seen you, but they're going to want to share some good news with you. We have the Ace of Cups, Nine of Swords, King of Wands. So for some of you, this is somebody sharing news with you that impacts your stability, your money, right? I feel like for the majority of you, this is somebody that is letting you know that things have worked out to their favor and it impacts you in some way. Maybe this person needs to hire you, or maybe you're just really, pleased to hear that they're doing well. But I do feel like there's some sort of creative endeavor here, or somebody has had to maybe like blaze their own path or do something a bit out of the ordinary. And it might have been one of those things where you take a gamble or you take that risk and you're not really sure how it's going to go. But it is working out for this person with the King of Wands. This is somebody who has executed, I think, quite well on a strategy. Five of Cups in the reverse, Nine of Wands. They might be a little tired, might be working really hard, but this is somebody who didn't leave anything on the table. Even though they might have felt like they were not necessarily prepared, even though they might have felt like they might not get what they want, this person kept going. Okay, I'm going to completely mangle this story. So please, whoever knows the details, if you can add them to the chat, I will super appreciate it. I want to say there was an athlete who made a pretty significant first happen, like it was a milestone. And I think it was a gentleman who maybe was a man of color that otherwise would not have been able to run a marathon. The name that's sticking out in my head right now is Oglethorpe. I don't know if that's right, but I feel like this man was, maybe it was boxing, like people stole his shoes. And so he ran that race with like shoes that were too small. Was it Jesse Owens? Whatever it is, respect. Dude could not be stopped, right? Like people tried to mess with him for ridiculous reasons and he still was amazing. And I feel like that's the energy I get from this King of Wands. We have somebody who, against all odds, is just a champion, right? I figured it out. I didn't want to have any regrets. So, the phrase I want to use is balls to the wall. This person did not give up. They did not stop. I know maybe people think I'm a little bit crazy for running in shoes that are too small for me, but I'm going to do it anyways, right? You cannot make me stop. Okay, Jim Thorpe. That sounds right to me. That's probably why I thought Oglethorpe. I don't know where I got the first part from, but thank you. I think that's right. I feel like I missed some people here. Hello there, Alicia. How you doing? Oh, I do miss San Fernando Valley. That's a fun place. Hello, Chad. How are you? Did I say hello to Jess yet? I think I did. Maybe not. Hi, Jess. Sorry. What is the third one? It gets a little bit tricky to keep track of. But thank you. What does that say? Hold on. Jay Sims. Thank you for helping me be honest, because I'm pretty sure that's the right name. All right, so this is the Romance Angels Oracle. Let's see what we get from this. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So not necessarily does this have to be about a love situation, right? This could be about a creative project or an endeavor that you're endeavoring. Sorry. This is basically saying you have a network of people available to you, and those people do want to see you be successful. I feel like you might have a little bit of a tendency to want to just do everything on your own. Relatable. every once in a while you gotta like branch out or be willing to like let others help you, or I don't know, maybe even just listen to other people's stories. I'm really bad at that, you guys. That's why I'm smirking. I really suck at that. I like to do everything myself. I don't like asking for help at all. It is my least favorite thing. So it's something I'm trying to work on, right? But this is saying, look, you don't have to be like the only person doing anything here. Maybe there is somebody that could help you with some editing if you're working on a book. Maybe there is somebody here that can give you like a second opinion in terms of, I don't know, maybe you're a choreographer and you got a best friend that also knows how to dance quite well. There's something here about not just feeling like you have to be the only person. For some of you, this is, yes, you are successful. Now maybe you can enjoy some social time. Maybe you can enjoy a love life. This could be an entrepreneur that needs to learn how to delegate. Yes, exactly. Hi there, Gary. All the way from Scotland. Oh, what I would give to go visit that place. It looks so cool. I have a slight obsession with history from Scotland and England. I suppose a little bit with Ireland too. But mostly it's about the Tudors and, of course, Queen Mary, or Mary Queen of Scots, We've got the Queen of Wands, and I just adore this card because it's got all these little fireworks behind her. She's so cute. So it says the Fire Queen, right? And I love this because we already have the King of Wands out. These two are divine counterparts. But to be honest with you, what I'm seeing is this is the same person. King of Wands, Queen of Wands. This is somebody who has a singular focus, somebody who is not just manifesting or drawing in whatever it is that they want or need within their life. They're also a go-getter. We've got the cat, which is the Fool in this deck. This is the mystical cat, by the way. And then we've got the Lovers in the reverse. And I adore this so much because this feels like somebody who's basically like, if what I want doesn't exist, I will create it. If what I want isn't there yet, I will draw it in. I will make it happen. If what I want to eat isn't ready yet, I will plant it. Like you seem like either a problem solver or very imaginative. You make people see things in new ways that they have not. So I definitely feel like there's creativity here. Not to mention King and Queen of Wands. These are generally people that we would consider to be quite creative, right? They could be artists. But with the Lovers in the reverse, it feels to me like you have always felt a little bit like an outsider. People don't really understand you. People don't get, maybe your passions or why you like what you like. I'm a little bit weird, you guys, so I get it. Like, I feel a little bit called out in this reading, I'm not gonna lie. But there is something here about, yeah, you're weird. You're not normal. That's what people like about you. So maybe you need just a little bit of a reminder that the whole point is that you're different. The whole point is that you stick out. There are fireworks around you. People don't forget you easily, right? So I hope you've stopped trying to be like other people. We have consequences in the reverse. So I do feel like there's a sense here that you have not been chosen, or you were not. It's like people like picked over you or didn't see what value you actually had to bring to the table. So there's almost like the universe owes you one, right? There's something here that hasn't happened for you yet, and it's making you question whether or not you're going to get what you want. And I feel like there's somebody here, like in the universe, who, pulls the levers and delivers the blessings. He's like, You got no idea what's going to happen. It's great. It's going to be so fun. So I feel like you're about to get chosen for something else, or something else is going to line up for you. We have the 10 of Fire or the 10 of Wands. Ooh. Look at this little guy. He looks so nervous. Aww. And it's clarifying the 9 of Wands, which is the wounded warrior, right? Somebody who's been through probably hell and back, right? This is somebody who still has a little bit of fight in them, but is in need of a break, right? Can somebody please deliver a mojito? It's just fun to say, okay? So 4 of C would be the 4 of Cups. Ooh. Look at this little guy. See, he needs a break. Maybe some belly rubs. And the 8 of Earth or the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is coming across as you're about to get really good news. It's going to make you feel like you have maybe the money that you need to take a little bit of time off, or maybe go on a vacation. I feel like you've been working yourself a little bit too much, maybe spreading yourself a little bit too thin if you've got 2 jobs or 3 jobs or whatever it is. So it's like there's a little bit of extra, little money or a little raise or unexpected opportunity that enables you to take a little bit of time to recharge. We have the moon in the reverse. Five of Earth or 5 of Pentacles. And the 5 of Sky or the 5 of Swords in the reverse. So yes, you might have been a little bit reserved on the expenditures, or felt like you needed to save some money, or maybe even go without for a few things, right? But there is some talent within you that seems to have become a little bit more of a focus for you. Again, I do feel like this is a creative thing, but it's pretty much the only positive way you can see the moon in the reverse, by the way. Hidden skill or some sort of creative talent that is maybe like latent. So maybe you discover this after you've already been, successful in a different type of art or different type of expression. But I feel like there is added financial security, or your stability feels more stable because you are leveraging a different type of creativity, or you are different from how other people view that, right? Hello there, WJ. How are you doing? Hello, Pikes. How you doing? I'm sorry that's going on. Let's keep things a little bit. All right. We've got Strength. I do love this. This really does make me think of my cat, Stewie, which is this guy right here. Granted, Stewie, you can tell he has, the white, I don't know, what do we call that? I don't know. He just looks like he's wearing a tuxedo. I don't think he's actually a tuxedo. I think he was a rag doll. Strength. We got a cat loafing. When does a cat loaf? It's when they feel comfortable, right? You're a safe human. I don't have to worry about you. I can loaf right here. So basically, this feels to me like you get to a place where you feel like you can loaf. You can be comfortable. You don't have to worry about what's around you. You don't have to be expecting somebody to betray you, or asking whether or not you can trust somebody. And this is because of a change. So you could be changing who you spend time with. You could be moving to a different environment, right? We've got the Two of Sky, which is the Two of Swords in the reverse. This is a decision that's being made, something that is going to, I think, make some pretty significant impacts to your life that are positive, because this is clarifying our Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is when you're done. You're ready to wrap things up. You're ready to move on, right? That's baggage that you no longer have to carry. Two of Sea, which is the Two of Cups. Look, you guys, they're sharing water. It's almost as cute as the spaghetti and Lady and the Tramp, but it's water. And then we've got the Earth Tom, which is the Knight of Pentacles, which is also quite cute. I'm sorry, I geek out over all of these cards because they're adorable. But this is it could be for some of you a close friendship, but I think for the majority of you, this is a love situation that feels like it took a long time. So maybe you got to the point where you just kind of like, if it happens, it happens, but I'm not going to be seeking it out, right? Whatever is kind of the general vibe I'm getting from this. I'm going to pull a few from the Character Oracle. This talks about like what you do for work or what kind of characteristics you have, right? Tell me more about the King, Queen of Wands energy, please. Calling you out. What? Okay. I did not see that one coming, you guys. The first one out was criminal. Transgressor of justice. Prison, parole, discipline. All right. I mean, I'm not saying I don't like you anymore. We can still be friends, okay? We've all gone through difficult things in our life. I'm not here to judge anyone. But this could signify that we have somebody that is a little bit more inspired because of the difficult things that they've been through, the things they've had to let go of, right? But we also have, you guys, is it like Baird or Bard? It's Baird, right? With like, I've also seen that spelled with an I, and so maybe it's Bard. Help! Help! It says, Keeper of Epic Tales. Where do you keep these epic tales? Can I see them? Ballads, legends. Okay, okay. A minstrel. You are a musician, or perhaps your person is. Take it how it resonates. But I do feel like this is our King of Wands, Queen of Wands energy, and that the criminal and the Bard is the same person. So I'm telling you, I feel like we have some difficult upbringing experiences, or maybe we fall into the wrong crowd, or maybe you just, had a little Winona Ryder moment. Sorry. Whatever it is, there's something you're supposed to share from a creative standpoint, whether it's music or maybe you dance. Maybe you tell great stories. Maybe you're like that dude on Big Fish, right? Whatever it is, people want to hear it. Look, it says creator. I'm telling you, I'm not making this stuff up, okay, you guys? Weaver of imagination, creativity, innovation, invention, and realization. You are supposed to be inspiring people. Duh. You're inspirational. You've been through some stuff and people want to hear about it. People want to know about it. They want your stories. So if you're thinking about writing a book, if you're thinking about writing poetry, if you're thinking about putting some music down on paper or learning a new instrument, whatever it is, the answer is yes. You need to be creative. Get to it. People need it. They want it. Right, Mao? All right. I'm going to get a few from the situations deck. Hi there, James. How are you doing? 25 minutes in almost. Hello, C-Faith. How are you doing? If I recall, you're my friend Andrew's friend, right? Am I right? Welcome to the family. Hello, Santiago. How are you doing? Hello, Diana. Oh, thank you. Cat minstrels. Yeah, this is why Peggy and I are friends, you guys. We have lots in common like that. So we've got racing, running, avoiding. This is clarifying the criminal card. So it does feel like we have somebody that has stepped away from that criminal activity. So high five. We got to have good stories, but like we don't need to have, big rap sheets. We've got insatiable, unquenchable, wanting more. And triggers, name, car, place. So I do feel like it may be a little challenging for you to actually pen whatever this is. If you are writing about your difficult experiences, if you are letting people see more of you, it could be a little bit traumatizing. That could be why some of you are avoiding this, right? It looks to me like when you share what you have to share, people cannot get enough of it. You might write the next great, book that turns into a movie. Do you really want to deny yourself all of that awesomeness? People want to hear your story. And it may be difficult for you to share. It may be difficult to let people in, but you are meant to tell this story. I do feel like we have to take seriously that there are, for some of you, concerns that if you tell your story, there's somebody that's going to be mad about it. And the thing that I'm thinking about right now, I'm pretty sure I have this right, when Eminem told his story and kind of called out his mom, I'm pretty sure his mom sued his ass, right? Am I right about that? I don't think it worked well for her. But I do feel like it's worth mentioning. Yes, there's somebody who's not going to be very pleased that you're telling your story. You might be talking about a toxic relationship or an abusive relationship or things that you did with other people that don't really want to be named. That's okay. That's why we can, alter things, right? What is that called? I don't know if it's poetic justice. That's not really what I'm going for. The ability to change things, okay? You can do that if you need to. But I do feel like you're going to have a dream that will maybe kind of confirm some of these things for you. It could also be that there's something that you hear in song lyrics. I do feel like you would hear it, not read it, that kind of validates this for you or helps guide you in terms of what you're supposed to be doing. Hello, Cyrena. How are you doing? Jess, I forgot. So, yep. How we doing? Did you start it yet? Hello, Sky Daddy. How we doing? All right, let's get back to the tarot, shall we? This is the beginner's tarot. What else do we have? Well, if it helps anyone, I am actually writing a book right now. And I started it probably about 6 months ago. And I took probably a 3-month hiatus and didn't want to look at it for a little while. But literally today I spent probably 2.5 hours on it. That's actually been why I've been starting later in the day. So maybe I can inspire one or two of you. If I can get back into it after I took like 3 months off, you can do it too, right? All right, what else do we have? Two of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. I do feel like there's a fear that you might put in all of this effort. You might bare your soul. You might let people have access to, you know, the more difficult moments of your life. There's, in the Three of Pentacles, there's literally a dude with a flashlight, right? Like kind of an investigation. Like, I see you. I know what you've been doing. So I do feel like there's concern here, right? I'm going to let people see what I've been going through or tell people what my thoughts have been during the situation. And that's kind of scary. What if I put in all of that effort, I put in all of that energy into this project and it doesn't really go where I want it to go? What if it's all for nothing? I think some of the most beautiful things that have been created ever were not made for how much money someone could make. Were not made for whether or not it would make that person famous, and didn't happen because somebody really felt like, you know, they needed to show off, right? I feel, okay, so there's a, I feel like is it called the Coral Castle? No, that can't be right. There's a dude who built for like 60 years down in Florida. If you guys know what I'm talking about, I feel like I only have like 80% of the story all the time when I tell these things, but there was a guy who built something beautiful, and I feel like he was maybe inspired by a late wife and just kept adding on to it. And nobody knows how this dude could like build something that epic. But sometimes you end up with something that is a complete masterpiece, not because you were trying to go viral or because you were trying to be famous or make $1 million or have like, you know, bestseller, but because you were actually just willing to put your passion, your heart, and your soul into something that was really beautiful, right? Is it the Coral Castle? I think that's what it is. And you know, that's not the only example, right? I mean, I guess I could probably say the Taj Mahal is one of those too. Although if you're talking about leaders of a country, they're probably doing something to show off. Just saying. No, I'm pretty sure it's in Florida. Wait, are you asking somebody else that question? Hello, Matt. How are you? Hello, Jennifer. How are you doing? I can't remember. Did I say hi to you, Santiago? I hope I did. If I didn't, hello. Ooh, there's a flipped over one. Hold on. Hold on. What else do we have? Judgment. Magician. All right. Real talk. You are going to get messages in dreams or in songs, things you hear on the radio, things like that, until you do it. You might think you could just keep on procrastinating and not ever have to do this thing. I'm telling you right now, no, because it's your calling. And do you want to know how I know? Do you? Some of you already know how I know, because I tried to avoid starting a YouTube channel for months. It's like, no, that sounds awful. I don't want to do that. I hated watching YouTube, you guys. I didn't even watch YouTube. And I started getting very strong messages that what I was supposed to do was start a tarot channel. And I was like, that's ridiculous. What? No. So I justified spending 3 months. Weird how that's the same time frame as me not writing. 3 months where I researched everything tarot on YouTube. Everything. um, I'm like, I basically thought I was going crazy because I knew without a doubt what the message was. I knew what I was supposed to do. I knew I had to do it. I could complain however much I wanted to, but nope, nope. I have to do it. Here I am, you guys, 3.5 years later, almost doing the thing. So I don't know what you're freaking out about, but you can stop freaking out. I believe in you. This is something you're supposed to do. This is something maybe you were born to do. This is something that you do have the skill set for, that I think, honestly, I think you are going to find that it feels quite natural to you. So yes, it's going to be a little bit strange. You're going to have this opportunity to do something that feels a little bit wild. And maybe for a while it's a side hustle. Maybe it's something that you work on, an hour a day or 3 hours on the weekend, when you have time. But it's got to be regular, okay? For those of you that have been like my A1 day ones, or those of you who haven't maybe just joined recently, I wasn't always this like confident, and there have been like changes. There have been things that I've had to adjust. I had audio issues for a long time. You just have to, navigate through it. You figure it out. There is a huge opportunity here for you. And it might feel like it takes a little effort. It might not be a loan that matures overnight, but it's going to. And you got to start with a little bit of something, right? If you're, for example, trying to write a book, challenge yourself to write a certain amount each day or set a schedule. If you were trying to do something, I'm not as familiar with creating music, so you might have to take that one and figure it out on your own. Is it reasonable to write a song a day? No, I don't think so, but I've never written a song. Oh my God, Megan, what's up, girly? I miss you. I hope you're having a good day. Happy Friday. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, but Megan and I go way back. Megan, I don't know if you know this, but I've talked about my favorite college class on this channel, and Megan was in that class with me. Symbolic logic. Good memories. All right. So we've got the Four of Wands. It's clarifying the Seven of Pentacles. So I really feel like there is a leveling up that's happening for you, a glow up, if we want to call it, where, look, this is another one of those times where I have to show you how the clarification is just fucking brilliant. So we're clarifying the Seven of Pentacles with Judgment, right? This is something that you are feeling like you aren't getting what you should from. The Seven of Pentacles is, man, I put in a lot of work and this is all I have to show for it. I feel like I should have gotten paid for it, should have got paid more for that, right? And then Judgment is listening to your intuition. This is what I was talking about when I said I didn't want to start a YouTube channel, but I felt like I didn't have a choice. Here I am, and I love it. Now we're clarifying that Seven of Pentacles Judgment with the Four of Wands and the Star. Yeah, you might get a little bit famous. Yeah, you might have some people that are focused on you. For some of you, this is about running for some sort of office. Yay, politician. This is saying you are supposed to change. You are supposed to pivot. There is something here that you are supposed to do because you can create a legacy, or you have some information, a story, or inspiration to share with others. You are meant to sparkle, my friend. Just don't use glitter eyeshadow, okay? That's the worst. Hello, Christina. How are you doing? Yeah, sometimes we need a little time on our own, right? You're entitled to that. All right, what else do we have? All right, we've got 10 of Wands in the reverse. Wheel of Fortune, and the Sun. Well, that's a pretty solid trio. I'm not going to lie, you guys. So with the Ten of Wands in the reverse, there is a little bit of concern, just a little bit. I do feel like for some of you, there's a temptation here to say, I don't know if I could do that. It's like me when I was not really willing to start this. And I get it. Sometimes it's difficult to picture a different life than the one that we are currently living. But if you feel compelled and you get, kind of lambasted with intuitive messages from the universe telling you that you're supposed to be doing something, listen. Do you want to know why? Because when you get the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun card right next to each other, that is fulfillment, happiness, doing something that makes you feel like you help others or you have a sense of direction, something that makes you feel like you make the world a better place. So yes, you've been through something difficult, or yes, it might be a little uncomfortable to share your story, but you could inspire a lot of other people to make a very important choice, right? TED Talks. Yes. Thank you, Never. How are you doing? All right, let's get some more from the energy oracle. What else do we have? The Thinking Man, which is number 46, and Attachment, number 5. So the first thing I notice about these two cards is one seems to be a person who is enlightened and I want to say active, like activated maybe. And with the Attachment card, you notice there's a somber vibe, right? It's not like this actually makes me think of that movie Pleasantville, where everything is in black and white, and then was it Reese Witherspoon, I think, makes everything come to life, right? I think it's Reese Witherspoon. But this is a transition. We have somebody that is attached to an existing life. For many of you, this is how you make your money. For many of you, this is whether or not you set aside time for the things that make you feel alive. Do you need time to paint? Do you need time to make music? Do you need time to dance? Do you need time to write? Because if you are not scratching that itch, it's going to start to bother you. So for those of you that like to go to the gym, I can relate because yoga is one of those things where you can feel if you haven't done it in a while. Calling myself out again. If you are in a routine and you go to the gym every day or, 5 days a week and you break that pattern, you feel it. You know that you are no longer doing what you have been doing. There's an attachment here that is to a pattern or a routine, and that's what needs to change. For some of you, you're changing literally how you make money. For others of you, it's I can set aside a little time each day and work on this thing that brings me joy or makes me feel happy, helps me express myself, right? So I don't know how anyone can be happy in this world if they don't have a way to express themselves. I just don't, okay? That's probably why I dance in my kitchen. Hello, Lana. How are you doing today? All right, this is the Frida deck, which I love, and it talks about creativity. So, of course, we have to use it. Your creativity will only be useful when your mind is neutral and dutiful. Meditate every day. Weird, I was just talking about yoga, but yes, that's letting you know that you need to be mindful every day. There are things that might be causing you stress and anxiety. 9 of Swords. That could be easily remedied by you setting aside this like self-care or creative time for yourself. Don't miss an ideal creative opportunity because it looks like work. Good work is happiness. It's really good advice. One more. It's your birthright to explore your creative path and be happy your entire life. Bold, and I love it. All right. Let's get some more from you or for you from the, if I can do this, hold on, you guys. It's an IQ test. From the Gilded Reverie. Let's see what we get for you. So we do have somebody that could be looking to meet with you in person with the writer. This feels to me like an interview or an opportunity to share your skill set with somebody, but it could require a little bit of effort that might be, you know what this makes me feel? This right here makes me feel like you have an opportunity to get like a dream job, but you have to do one of those stupid video applications. Like, I don't know, man. When do we get to the point where the first round of interviews is done with like AI and like software? It's ridiculous. I feel like there's going to be something here where you're like, I don't want to do that. That's, no. Mm-mm. No. That's beneath me. And I'm just going to ask you to stop real quick and think about that because it's probably worth it. I know it's painful. It may not be fun, but it's going to be the right choice. So if this is an opportunity you really want, what did it say? Good work is happiness. Let's just focus on that, okay? All right, this is pretty epic. Look at this. So what was the second card that I pulled for you guys today? Number 35, the Anchor, which talks about stability. And here it is from a different deck. So when we get repeats like that, we know that's an important part of the message. There's a shift happening and it's for your own good, which to me reads you get abundance, like you might make more money, but you also are more fulfilled in terms of what it is that you're doing, right? Ooh, and a fox. I don't know about that. All right, so the way that these two cards come out makes me feel like you're doing some recon and you're being a little bit doubtful. You might feel there's no way I can make that work. That's, pipe dream. I can't make that happen. How will I pay my bills or how will I do justice to the other things that I have to do, the other responsibilities I have? But it's you turning your back on an opportunity because there's like a little bit of work. I'm sorry, don't be mad at me. Just do the little bit of work, okay? We have number 26, which is the book. This talks about wisdom. You've been through some shit. You are pretty wise, my friend. People may not expect it when they look at you, but you have information that you could share with others. And maybe it's a funny way, maybe it's a romantic way, maybe it's a musical way, whatever it is, you are supposed to be sharing this information with others. Don't you dare just like hide it away, okay? It's not supposed to be in a foxhole. No? Okay. I'll see myself out. Sorry, I'm really cheesy. Hello there, cross-eyed reporter. Great name. How are you doing? Fox is like my favorite. Got some foxes down there. They're really cute. I love that, Peggy. That's great. We've got number 22, which talks about paths. Yep. So this is like, hey, we get it. You're comfortable. There's this life, this routine that you have. It probably feels like that's all you really need. But what if we told you we think you need to be famous and make a lot of money and do what you love? Would you do it then? So I feel like the universe is trying to tempt you into a much better life and you're like, bit uncomfortable. I don't want to get up. Do I have to? No, you don't. We all have free will. You can literally live the life that you want to live. But hear me out. I kind of want you to have this Ace of Pentacles, Sun, everything's awesome life. If I could choose for you. But it's your choice, you know? You gotta figure out what you want. Oops, I think it was this way. But I know my vote. Actually, we're gonna go with this. This is the Zodiac fortune telling cards. This might also tell you what to do, like I do. What else do we have? You will suffer a great loss, but will overcome your grief. This is what we are talking about. For some of you, maybe you need to express the grief that you've experienced from that loss, and that helps other people through their own grief. We have beware of a dark presence. This is probably the retaliation person, right? The person who might be upset that you're sharing information. Just be cautious. Make sure you know what the difference is between libel and non-libel. That's what it is in print, right? Slander is spoken. Yeah. All right. And we've got, you are going to be happier than you dared to hope. If you do what Carmen tells you to. I mean, you know what they're telling you to do. Go express yourself. Madonna tells you to do it too. You're going to be, you help others unexpectedly. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Your story will help other people. Your story will inspire people. Your story could also make you just a little bit rich and famous. Not all of you. You can decide whether or not that's for you, right? Just don't decide it after you become famous. Chaperone. I love her. Sorry, don't hate me. She's amazing. I don't think I could sign up for that, really though. I would hate being that famous as no. Like I'm okay with this thing getting up to like, I don't know, 50K. I really don't want to be famous, okay, you guys? Hello, Rochelle. How are you doing? I'm good, thank you. Oh, you're Canadian. I do love Canadians. I had the most delightful trip to Jasper and Banff. Just totally fell in love with Canada. I just wish that I'd gone on that submarine you guys have in that huge mall, the West Edmonton Mall. It's like the biggest regret of my life. All right, this is the OG, the Rider-Waite. We've got the 10 of Pentacles, Death in the reverse, and Queen of Swords in reverse. All right, here we go. So this Queen of Swords in the reverse, this is the person that could get mad at you for talking about stuff. This could be a mother figure that you have to talk about growing up with. This could be an ex, and you know, you thought everything was going to be great and then things ended horribly. Whatever it is, this is basically saying it's scary, but it's not an ending. It's a transition to a different time in your life. And it could give you the kind of stability that enables people to get really fancy credit cards. 10 of Pentacles is a big deal, you guys. That's, you know, a lot of money. Not having to worry about your bills, right? And then we have the Empress and the Strength card coming out. Are you kidding me? The Empress is somebody who builds an empire. The Empress is somebody who's also quite creative. And this is generally seen as somebody that can, well, tame a lion, right? You have done something that is special. And it might be a little bit difficult for you to talk about, but whatever this is, this could be dealing with narcissistic parents. This could be dealing with addiction. This could be dealing with grief. Whatever it is, your approach to that situation, it could help other people. Maybe you're just wickedly funny and people would love to hear your story because it's that perfect balance, right? Salty and sweet. We've got Magician, Ace of Cups in the reverse, and the Lovers in the reverse. Yep. You might be kind of making some people on the other side mad, or like your spirit guides, because it looks to me like they're like, look, you're the magician. You've got everything you need. You have the words. You have the great story. People would love to hear about it, but you're just sitting there and you're wasting this creativity. Let me just ask, how much time do you spend doom scrolling or watching stupid television shows? Could you maybe reallocate some of that time that you spend doing mindless things and instead do something that's really cool with your mind? Hmm? Yes, I'm calling myself out, okay? But I really love Aaron and Joe. They're funny. They're really funny. I don't even care about Love is Blind. It's a bullshit show. It's just a dumb premise. But if Aaron and Joe are making fun of it, I want to know about it. This is saying, don't waste this opportunity. You don't want to get 20, 30 years down the road and think, man, I had that opportunity. I could have done that. I could have told my story. I might have been able to help some people. But instead, I fumbled. I waffled. I didn't make a decision. So let go of some, concerns or nerves and start to ask yourself what could go right instead of what could go wrong. Because I do feel like this is something that you feel you're supposed to be doing. So, all right. I feel like I'm repeating myself. So I'm going to leave it there. But I love you all, especially those of you that made it to all three of my readings today. You're awesome. Thank you. Thank you to those that have requested personal readings, all of that awesome stuff. And I hope you have a great rest of your night. Be good this weekend, and I'll see you in the next reading. Doodles.